Top 10 Star Wars references in anime. Star Wars is perhaps one of the most popular multimedia franchises in movie history, so it isn't too surprising that its long and documented influence on pop culture would inevitably extend to anime. What might surprise anime fans is that since the original trilogy premiered, multiple anime genres have been explicitly referencing it, all the way back to the early 80s. Don't forget to watch today's video to the very end as we bring you the top 10 Star Wars references in anime. Number 10. Appleseed. The Multipede mecha, which was originally designed to be a grounded crawling mecha, is redesigned in the anime movie Appleseed, hence being attributed to the ability to fly. It is reminiscent of an Imperial probe droid from Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Anime expert Jonathan Clements has theorized that the redesign probably is directly inspired by the probe droid design from Star Wars. Number 9. Crayon Shin-chan. Episode 27, Shin Wars, from this anime is an entire episode that is a parody of Star Wars. It stars Shin as Luke Skywalker, his mother Mitzi as Leia, his father Hyro as Darth Vader, a pig as Han Solo, his baby sister Hema as Jabba the Hutt, his grandfather as Obi-Wan Kenobi, Principal Ench as Emperor Palpatine, his classmates as the Ewoks, and his pet dog Whitey as a combination of R2-D2 and C-3PO. Also, the lightsaber duel is reused. The quote, "Now this is pod racing," was also heard. Number 8. Dragon Ball. During the Red Ribbon Army saga, Colonel Silver, a high-ranking officer of the Red Ribbon Army, after killing a shopkeeper after deducing that a Dragon Ball a shopkeeper was selling was in fact a fake, said boring conversation anyway. This is the same dialogue by Han Solo. When Bulma, Krillin, and Goku are trying to flee from the pirate caves, imminent collapse, she yells, "Move it or you're gonna be a permanent resident here." Reminiscent of Han Solo yelling to C-3PO, "Move it, goldenrod, or you're gonna be a permanent resident." While running to the Millennium Falcon to evacuate Echo Base in Episode 5, The Empire Strikes Back. Then when General Blue executes Soldier 23, he says apology accepted in a similar manner to Vader upon executing Captain Nita in The Empire Strikes Back. Also, when Staff Officer Black suggests that Commander Red evacuate the base thanks to Goku storming it, Red talks back by saying retreat from a child. Never. I think you overestimate his chances. Mirroring Grand Moff Tarkin's line in A New Hope regarding evacuating from the Death Star Imperial attack due to danger being detected. Number 7. Mobile Suit Gundam Seed. The nature of the relationship between the characters Kira Yamato and Kaguya Atha, both were twins that were separated at birth and even nearly fall in love with each other in adulthood, is an obvious reference to the relationship between Luke Skywalker and Leia Organa. Plus, Kira even shares other similarities with Luke, such as being an impatient, natural-born pilot, and even deemed to be powerful in each of their respective series. Kira was designed to be the ultimate coordinator, while Luke is the son of Anakin Skywalker, the chosen one who would bring balance to the Force. Apart from that, even Kaguya and Leia are similar in many ways. For example, both are princesses who are adopted by royal families, have fiery tempers, and are also willing to fight to bring peace and order to their country. Both Kira and Kaguya's parents are dead, similar to Luke and Leia from Star Wars. Number 6. Naruto. The series has a number of similarities with Star Wars in terms of story, characters, character development, etc. For example, the character Sasuke Uchiha's life has a fairly similar development to Anakin's. The ninjas in the series use a power known as chakra and use it akin to the same manner Sith, Jedi, Dark Side, and Dark Jedi use the Force. In the Land of Tea story arc, the protagonist Aili Rokusho uses a sword known as the Sword of the Thunder God, which is used very much resembles a lightsaber, the shadow imitation. The technique of Shikamaru Nara has a sound similar to Blaster. One of the antagonists, Pain, has techniques that work very similarly to Force Push, Force Pull, and Force Repulse. The author has said he has used chakra as a hook and compared it to the Force directly. In the fictional land of Iron, there are samurai, who looks quite similar to stormtroopers. Unfortunately, They are not fooled by putting on their armor. Number 5. My Hero Academia. In the first episode of the anime and chapter of the manga, Izuku witnesses a battle between heroes and villains at Tatooine Station, named for the planet on which Luke Skywalker's journey starts. The Namu invasion and Hero Killer Stain fight take place in the fictional district in Tokyo, Hasu, the Japanese pronunciation of Hoth. At the end of Season 2, Izuku encounters Shigaraki in a shopping mall called Wookiees. The facility All for One uses to create Nomus is called Kamino, named for the birthplace of the clone troopers. The main antagonist, All for One, may be inspired by Darth Vader. Both wear black metallic helmets to conceal their starred faces, as well as a life support system. Number 4. Yu Yu Hakusho. This whole series seems to be greatly influenced by Star Wars. Lightsabers are used. Luke Skywalker and Yusuke Urameshi have so much in common. Both are arrogant punks who glamour and boast big when it comes to fighting but lack the much-needed discipline to pull off a win for themselves alone. Both these guys have an elderly sensei with green skin who's much shorter than they are, but is lightning on their feet and kill with vicious intelligence and great command of the battle. After Yusuke achieves the much-needed powers to defeat a major enemy, Toguro, Genkai dies on him, same as Yoda did on Luke. Luke's major enemy would be Palpatine. Also, Yusuke goes up against his evil father, Raisin, in battle, the same way Luke fights against his evil father, Darth Vader. Both fathers die on their sons. There is even a character named Yoda that looks like Yoda from Star Wars. He is one of Yomi's men and the one that is in charge of the technical aspects of his nation in the demon realm. Number 3. Urusei Yatsura. Star Wars gags abound in the series, especially Episode 89, Lum and Ataru, A Night Alone, whereafter Lum announces her intentions to actually sleep with Ataru, although she means platonically, a nuance that escapes everyone else. The other main male characters go into a lengthy hallucination sequence, which is one long parody of Return of the Jedi, set to the TV show's first ending theme. Further, in one of the opening sequences for the show, the character Sakuranbo, Sherry, appears dressed as Darth Vader. Number 2. Gintama. Aliens and feudal Japan collide in Gintama, an amalgamation that inspired Star Wars itself, when George Lucas combined the samurai movies of Akira Kurosawa and the sci-fi B-movies of the 50s and 60s. When the series introduces the Reno tribe, there are several prominent Star Wars homages. Despite wearing duck costumes, the mercenaries are incredibly formidable, with one, in particular, being the most dangerous, Darth Vader. One of the leaders made by Sagia's spy on Earth, residing in a space station that looks very much like the Death Star, bears a striking resemblance to a certain Sith Lord. Number 1. Excel Saga. When Excel Saga isn't parodying every anime genre in existence, it's referencing Western pop culture in a fun and unique ways, like in The Woman from Mars, featuring an opening credit crawl in the same style as the Star Wars original trilogy. It even begins with a long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, and acts as a disclaimer from series creator Rikto Koshi, indicating the episode will take on the tone of the popular sci-fi movies, complete with two dominating powers continuously fighting a fierce war with each other. In addition, the Pachu ship seen later in the episode bears a striking resemblance to an Imperial Star Destroyer. With that, we come to the end of today's video. If you have anything to add or have something to say about how you feel regarding these sneaky Star Wars references, feel free to do so in the comment section below. And join in the next time for more of such interesting content.